All right, what's going on, guys? So today is finally the day. We're gonna have the B series slash D series AC Tuck Kit. I'm gonna go into details with it, how to install it, how to run all the lines, questions that you may have prior to buying the kit. So just bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you the kit, what it comes with, and like I said, so maybe a question that you may have. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. Mind this, I'm gonna be doing it here on the table. I have already installed one of the kits, and I'm gonna be putting clips here and show you how I did everything. That way you can understand it. But it is very, very simple. But one thing I will say is you have to relocate your battery. Your battery cannot stay in the stock location, okay? And you'll see why in a little bit. But I do have battery relocation kits that can be underneath the passenger or driver headlight. There's more details there on the website if you're interested in a battery relocation kit. But just know that very first thing is the battery cannot stay there in the stock location. The fuse box can stay there, but the battery cannot, okay? That is just something that first thing I get away with. People come, they want to buy the kit, and then they realize that they cannot, when they don't want to relocate the battery, but the kit cannot run. The hoses are going to be routed through the passenger fender, then come around, and they're going to be going to the compressor, to the dryer, and to the condenser. I will be showing that, but I just want to show you, not tell you that it's going to be the big turn for a lot of people that they don't want to relocate the battery. But if you're open-minded to relocate your battery, and you're going to have an amazing kit, believe me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera, show you guys what you're gonna be getting and how to install this kit. Okay, here we go. So bear with me. There's a lot of stuff here on the table, but believe me, it is very, very simple. And you're gonna be like, how are you gonna show me how to put this together in my car here? Mind this, I already did this in a car. I'm gonna be putting clips here and there, showing you how to route everything. It is very, very simple. It is not hard at all. It does take a little bit of time if you're going to be doing it yourself. I suggest to have somebody help you. It's very, very helpful. But here's the kit. All right, you can see here we have some hoses. We have that one, this one, and that one. So it's going to be a total of 4 hoses that you're going to be getting with the kit. All right, you're going to be getting a brand new condenser. All right, it does not come with a dryer. Okay, but it does come with all the fittings. What I was going to say is it doesn't come with a compressor as well. All right, so it does not come with the dryer, and it does not come with the compressor. Okay, that is a question I get all the time. I'm not going to supply a compressor. It's just not going to happen. There's too many options out there. Same thing with the dryer bottle. Now with the dryer bottle, you can run the OEM one on your EG. You can run that one. You can get an RSX, an S2000. They all will work just fine. As you can see here, the pressure switch is right there up top. So that is something to keep in mind, that you can run your OEM bottle that you have there. Maybe you just don't have any of the lines, but you just have the compressor and have the bottle. That's fine. You can go ahead and do that. But here's the rest of the stuff. I'm going to be showing you how to install everything. Everything will come labeled. At least I will try to. But you're going to see that you can't really get it confused. Some fittings can't go all the places. So it is very easy, I promise you. All right. So we got the compressor fittings. We got the firewall. All right, and then here is going to be your dryer fittings, which are going to be going there on top. So you can see that one right there. Okay, so very simple. All right, so first of all, the hoses are USA made as well. All the fittings here. All right, this is a question I get all the time. People think I'm using some Chinese backyard crap, and it's not. Okay, so this is this thing will focus. Oh, there we go. So there you go. You can see it. I make this kit here in-house myself. Okay, so we'll focus. You can see how many layers this thing has. I believe it has about 4 to 5 layers. So it is beefy lines. This hoses is what I use when you get it. You're gonna see how rigid they are. They're not just some cheap stuff. This stuff, like I said, it's USA made hoses. You can take off the loom. You can order without loom. That is gonna be your choice. Talking about that, you can order the kit with loom. So this is how it looks. Okay. So it looks very nice. Or you can order it without loom, which the kit will come like this, just bare hoses. But obviously we'll have the fittings crimp at the end. But that is just something to keep in mind. I will have the option there on the website that you can order with loom or without. It's a little bit price difference. It's not much. That is just something that I offer. But if you do want it with loom, you can see how nice it looks. And I crimped everything here myself, okay? So be aware of that. I do everything myself. I box everything for you. So That should be good enough on that, but just be aware of it. I do provide one of the best hoses there is possible to buy. Okay, so done with that. All right, so like I said in the beginning, you're gonna have to relocate your battery in order to run this kit, because this kit is gonna be going to your passenger side through the fender. And I'm gonna show you a picture here and put some clips there as well. And the way you wanna make a hole there, you might wanna remove your fuse box out the way, and you're gonna be putting 2 holes there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip for you guys so you can see it, but you can use this tool right here. You can buy this at Harbor Freight for about 15-20 bucks. It comes with a small one and a big one, just like this one. You're gonna need one. You cannot do it with just some drill bits. This is just like a step one. They have some at Harbor Freight as well. Not Harbor Freight, Home Depot, but they're a little bit more expensive, but they're a little bit better quality. But if you're just gonna be doing it just one time and you're not gonna need this, just go to Harbor Freight, 15-20 bucks. But they do come in handy, I will tell you the truth. Okay, so you're gonna be needing to make 2 holes that way. You are gonna need to take off your fender, I will say that. I'm getting there little by little. Okay, so we're gonna be drilling 2 holes to the left side underneath the fuse box. Get the battery out of the way, get the fuse box out of the way, and you're gonna be drilling 2 holes. I'm gonna go ahead and put in pictures there for you guys so you guys can get a little bit of vision how everything's gonna be looking. You are gonna have to make a little square box on the passenger side just to feed the hoses out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip there for you guys as well so you can see it, what you need to do. Okay, and one thing I will say is they're gonna be the 2 big hoses right here. Okay, so you can see here, this one has the port, all right, which is for the high side. All right, and then you have the other one over here. What you want to do is feed these hoses that way. Okay, so you don't want to feed this, well, it's not even gonna work. So you're gonna have to feed this way, that way, through the O-rings, not O-rings, the grommets right here. Okay, so do want to let you guys know that you cannot feed them this way. It's not gonna work. You got to feed them out through the passenger fender. And same thing as this one. This one's a little bit bigger. I like to put this one first, and then I like to put the little one. It's a little bit easier to get around with. The fitment is a little bit tight, I will say that, but it's not too difficult. I already done it a couple times on different cars. All right, so that's how it's going to be going. It's going to be going out to the left side. All right, so you make sure you put the rubber grommets on there. If not, what's going to cause it's going to either rip through the loom, or you're gonna it's not gonna damage. I mean, just this thing is beefy, guys, but it's just gonna scar it a little bit. So do make sure you put the rubber grommets once you make the holes there. All right, so now that you have done the little square box, you're gonna need to cut another hole. It's gonna be right behind the passenger headlight. I will put a clip there so you guys can see it. You're gonna need to cut it a little bit, and that's to feed the hoses through there, and it's gonna go around the headlights underneath. That's why I run them underneath. It's a little bit tight there with the headlight, but trust me, you can get them through. It goes around. And all right, so this big one is gonna be going to your compressor. Okay, it can only go one way. So you can see here, there's the compressor. All right, so you can't get that confused. So that one's going to be going to your compressor from your firewall, loops around, goes right into compressor. Now, this one is going to be going to your dryer bottle, which is over here, and I'll show you in a second how that's going to be going. But I'm going to go ahead and open this stuff and show you how it's going to be going onto the compressor, and also as well to the firewall. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to put the fittings on, and it's very, very simple. All right, so we have the firewall. All right, obviously it's gonna be going to your firewall. Make sure it has the O-ring there. Obviously I always put them, but just double check yourself. It's gonna be going to your firewall. You have the bolt right there. I like to give them little bolts like this, and obviously it's gonna be going on. Let's see if I can put the bolt here. All right, just like so. I'll put some pictures there, and then as well, make sure it has the O-ring. All right, make sure, I'm gonna keep showing you, and you're gonna hear me say more about the O-rings, because that is the key to keep your Freon on there on the car. Okay, so both of them are gonna be going there. All right, so the big one obviously is gonna be going here. Once again, O-ring. All right, so it's gonna be an O-ring in there. Make sure there's an O-ring there, okay? And you can see here, it just goes in there like so, and that should be going to your firewall, okay? So you can see how easy it goes. All right, so that one goes there, okay? Same thing with the other one, and this one is gonna be going here to, I don't think I'll be able to take it off one hand. This thing is on. Oh, there we go. Up, once again, make sure there's an O-ring there, And I'm gonna try to do this one hand just to show you guys so you can see. Nice close fit, man. All right. So there you go. So you can see how it goes. All right. So that's gonna be going out. That's gonna be going out that way. Okay. You already seen the pictures. All right. So that's pretty simple. That is gonna be the one for the firewall. All right. So very simple, not too hard. Biggest thing is make sure there's an O-ring there. There's gonna be O-ring there, O-ring there. Or there's gonna be, you're gonna hear me say a lot of O-rings in a second. All right. So the next one is gonna be to your compressor. Okay. Once again, they're both of the fittings right here. All right. And then again, 2 of the Allen bolts. Very simple. The next one is gonna be going to your AC dryer bottle. So there's 2 of them here. This one's already have it. So you can see here. Okay. I already have it on there. So that's gonna be going on there. Once again, make sure there's O-rings in there, guys. I'm a human person. I can make a mistake. I must have forgot it. It doesn't really happen, but just double check there's O-rings. Double check the O-rings are not cut either, okay? Make sure they're perfectly in good condition. Comes down to you. Make sure everything is good. I make sure it's good on my end, but double check yourself. You do not want to install this and then have a leak, okay? So the O-rings are going to be the biggest things. There's no leaks through here or anything. The O-rings is usually what it comes down to when there is a leak, all right? So very simple. That's going to be going to the dryer, firewall, compressor. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to route the hoses. I know you already see me talked about these 2, but we have these 2 here, and we have that little thing left right there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that going. I'm going to go ahead and put some pictures here so you guys can get a better idea how it's going to be going, but I'm going to show you how that's going to be going with the dryer bottle. Okay, here we go for the last part. Now, mind this, I had to put this stuff together. I couldn't do it on video, just one hand. I got the phone holding, trying to record. So I got this together. I'm gonna quickly explaining what I did with the hoses. So you can see here, we have the hose going from here all the way up into the AC dryer bottle. Okay, so now where the hoses are gonna be going and the fittings, the way you're gonna route this, again, up, and it's gonna come to this side of the dryer bottle. So you can see how it sits, all right? So with that hose being connected here, what's going to happen is the one coming from the firewall, which is this one, the high pressure side, this one is going to be coming here to the other side of the AC dryer bottle, okay? So what it does, it comes through here. It's a whole cycle that happens, okay? So that's how you're going to have to do it. There's no other way around. Don't mix this side portion over here because what the dryer does is like a filter. So it has to be set up this way. So once again, if you want to look a little bit closer, this is how you want to set it up. This line's going to go loop, going to come around. Once again, guys, make sure you double check your O-rings that are in there. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Mind this, I did this so you guys can see it, but we're just loosen it up. See, you can see here, there's going to be O-ring right there, okay? I just came loose a part over there. But the O-ring there, and as well, the O-ring coming from this way up here to the top of the dryer bottle. Now I have put this little bracket here once again, I'm just doing it for mock-up purpose. You're gonna have to drill here the hole a little bit bigger. You can use your little tool that I have here. Obviously you were making the holes with. You have to make it a little bit bigger so the bolt can pass through, and that's how you're gonna be able to hold the bottle here. And then what I did is I opened this up a little bit, and then if I were to tighten everything up, obviously I will squeeze it back down and tighten it. But so right now, once again, video purpose. All right, so now you've seen where everything goes. That one goes to the compressor, that one goes to the dryer bottle on this side, that one loops around, comes here, and the very last one is going to be this one right here. Once again, there's an O-ring there, and there's going to be O-ring on that side. Okay, I have the fitting on. I can take it off. Let me see, just for you guys can see it. All right, let's see if the thing comes off. Oh, there you go. O-ring, okay? That way you can see it. And that one is going to be going to your compressor. So that big one loops around, goes to the compressor. That one is going to be going to your compressor. You cannot mix it up. There's no way for you to put that hose into the other side. You just can't. The fittings are smaller. So this one's a little bit, this is like a medium. This is like a small, and that will be the large. So there's no way to get a mix on that. So don't get yourself worried that you might mix it. Trust me, there's no way to do that. So even if you try, the fittings are not going to go into one of the other. All right, so it's very simple. At least I think so. Hopefully the video was very helpful and showing you how to get everything on. Now, with the condenser will come to you separately. This is something I should have covered in the beginning. The condenser gets shipped out to you separately. Please be mindful. All right, the AC lines and everything comes to you separately as well. But that is kind of the biggest thing. So now that you know that, I should have covered in the beginning, like I said, the AC condenser is going to come separately to you. One thing I forgot is here, there's going to be a nut in the back. I supply it with it. Let me see if I can raise this thing up. You're going to have to put it in the back. All right. Let me see if I can. You guys can see that. Oh, there you go. All right. So the last very thing is how to hold the AC condenser in the middle of the car. I usually supply it, and not usually. I supply it with some bolts here. See if they will focus, Jesus Christ, and some rib nuts. I'm gonna put a picture there how some of the customers have done it, so you guys get an idea. You don't have to do it with a rib nut. You can just go ahead and see if this thing will focus. All right. You can just put the bolt through and put a nut in the back. You can pass it through here. You are going to have to drill the hole just a little bit bigger. There's customers that have put self-tapping screws through there and self-tapping through the top. I don't really recommend it since they can back out over time. If you can, make this a little bit bigger, kind of how we did it here. That way the condenser sits in there and doesn't vibrate. That's what you don't want, because over time you don't want that to come loose. So you can do it this way with the rivet nuts, pass it through, and then that would secure it more in place. And as well, you can secure it here from the other side of this once it sits on there. All right, so hopefully that gives you a better idea. I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna put the pictures there. Some customers that have gotten creative in order to hold it in place, because there's really nowhere to mount it but into the middle of the little T-bar where it goes for the latch. But hopefully me making this whole video was a little bit helpful, adding the clips. I'm gonna add one more video here at the end so you guys can see it. This is just the last one, the last kit that I just did at a friend's shop, so you guys can see. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Once again, hopefully this was very helpful, and in case you had a question, it made it a lot easier for you to decide if this is something that you want to put on your car. Like I said, the stuff is here and a USA made. I make the kits for you. I ship the condenser separately, so do be mindful of that. The AC lines do come separately as well, but the AC lines and the fittings, they all come in within the bag itself. Okay, so appreciate you guys watching once again. All right.